In this video, let me show you different methods we can use in JavaScript to remove elements from an array. There are a number of methods offered by JavaScript to remove elements from the beginning, from the end, or from the middle, or a particular element, etc. So we are going to see those methods one by one so that if you want to remove items from an array, you can use these methods easily. So to illustrate this, I have already saved a basic HTML web page, changed the title to remove array items, and also added the script section. Now we need to have an array with some elements, right? So let me add some items in the my array equal to, I'm just adding some numbers 1, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 11, 13, 14, 17 and 22. So this is an array with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 items. So first, suppose I want to remove the very first element. For that, I can use the shift method. It will remove the very first item from the array. So before that, let me just display the whole array, console.log. Let me just specify array and display my array. Okay, so that we can see the complete array. Now let me see how this is getting displayed. As it is in console, let me go to more tools, developer tools, and in the console, I'm able to see the whole array 1, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 11, 13, 14, 17 and 22. Next, I'm going to remove the very first item. So I have to specify my array dot shift. I just have to specify this method or call this method. So my array dot shift will remove the first item, which means the array will be now 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 11, 13, 14, 17 and 22. Let's see that console.log. And let me just specify shift. That is the name of the method. And let me again display my array. Now let me save this, refresh this. See, the first element is not there now. It is showing from 3, 4 like that up to 22. Now suppose you want to remove the first 3 items. What we can do? You can run this inside a loop 3 times. That is, this method can be run 3 times inside a loop so that the first 3 elements will be removed. I'm not writing that code. If you want that, you can run it inside a loop and remove the required number of items from the beginning. Okay. Now, suppose I want to remove the item from the end. That is, I want to remove 22 from the list. For that, I can use the method pop. My array dot pop will remove the last element from the array. And let me try to display it. Console.log. The name is pop. Then my array. Now let me save this. So the array will be now 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 11, 13, 14 and 17 because 22 will be removed. Let me refresh. See, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 11, 13, 14 and 17. 22 is not there. Again, if we want to remove the last 5 or 7 elements, what we can do? We can run this pop method inside a loop as many times as we want. Next, suppose I want to remove an element from somewhere in the middle. Now we have seen how to remove an element from the beginning and also from the end. Now I want to remove an element from the middle. Okay. In that case, I can use the splice method. So my array dot splice, and I have to specify the index from where the element should be removed. Suppose I want to remove 9. Okay. So as of now, the array is 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 11 like that. So the index of 3 is 0, 4 is 1, 5 is 2, 8 is 3 and 9 is 4. So I have to first specify the index from where the element should be removed or the position from where the element should be removed and also the number of elements I want to remove. Suppose I want to remove only 9, which means only one item is to be removed. In that case, I need to specify 4, 1. Now let us see our array. So console.log, the name of the method is splice and my array. Now let's see the output. Let me refresh. See, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9 is not there, 11, 13, 14 and 17. Suppose I do not specify this one. What will happen? It will remove all the remaining elements from the index 4. That is, from 9, all the remaining elements in the array will be removed. Let's see that as well. I will write it as a separate code. Okay, let me copy this and paste it here. And suppose I do not specify 1. Let me save this and show you. Refresh. See, now 3, 4, 5, 8, this 9 was removed, 11, 13, 14, 17 was there. But now the index is 4, which means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. From 4, all the remaining elements are removed. That is why it is showing 3, 4, 5, 8. Okay, so it was just to show that we can remove as many elements as we want using the single splice method. Previously, to remove 5 starting elements or 7 ending elements, we had to run it inside a loop. But here, you have to specify the starting index from where it should be removed and also the number of elements to be removed. If we do not specify any number, all the remaining elements from that starting index will be removed. Let me comment this line because otherwise almost all the elements have gone. Now suppose I want to remove a particular element, not using position or index. I want to remove a particular element. Say I want to remove 13. So how we can do that? We can run a loop, and if the element is 13, we can remove that using the splice method itself. That is, here I can specify for let I equal to 0, I less than my array dot length, which means it will run from start to end, I plus plus. And inside this, what I can check, suppose I want to remove the element 13. If my array of I equals 13, in that case what I can do, I can just specify my array dot splice. We need to pass I because I is the index of this element as of now. And I want to remove only one element. Hope you understood this. Here we are again using the splice method itself, but we are checking whether the element is the element to be removed. If it is the element to be removed, we are using that index and passing the index here, and only one element should be removed. So here 13 is to be removed. Now let us try to copy this to display the array. This is also using splice. So let the text be splice itself. Now let me save this and refresh. See, 13 has gone. Why? Because we have found the index of this 13 from this array and used the splice method with index and also the number of elements to be removed as 1. So here we have used splice method in different ways. One is to remove the required number of elements from the middle. Another is to remove all the remaining elements from the specified index. And third, we have removed the required element by finding the index of it and then using the splice method. Now let's see one more option, that is the delete option. In that case, what will happen is that item will be deleted and we will see undefined as the value there. That is, in all these cases, the index was also adjusted. But if we use the delete method, the index will not be rearranged. Let's see that. Suppose I want to remove the second item, that is 4 should be removed. In that case, I can specify delete my array of say 1, that is the index 1. Now if I try to display console.log my array, so console.log, let me specify it as delete plus my array. Now let's save this, refresh. See, we are seeing 3, comma, then also again a comma, 5, 8, 11, 14, 17. So 4 is removed, but that space is still there. That is, if we try to access my array of 1, it will not be 5, it will be undefined because here the index is not rearranged. Let's see that as well. Let me try to display console.log. Let me specify index 1 and my array of 1. Actually, it should be 5, right? Because the second item, that is 4, is removed. So it should be 5, but as per this, we will see undefined. Let me save this and show you. Let me refresh. See, we are seeing index 1 element as undefined, which means the index is not rearranged. So here we have seen different methods you can use to remove elements from an array. The first one was shift, which will remove the very first item from the array. Pop is removing the last item from the array. Splice, if you specify the index and also the number of elements to be removed, it will remove as many number we have specified from the specified index. And if you do not specify the number of elements, it will remove all the remaining elements from the specified index. And we have also seen how to remove an element by finding its index. That is, if we want to remove 13 from the array, we will run a loop, and inside that we will check whether the element is 13. If the element is 13, we will use the index with the splice method by specifying index and also the number of elements to be removed as 1. Finally, we have seen the delete method to delete the element, but the index will not be rearranged in that case. So as per your requirement, you can use whatever method you want in JavaScript to remove elements from the array.